Oh, now we are live. So, hello, YouTube. We are here for another English immersion. My name is Camila. I'm going to be the host from this conversation. I am here with Bruna, Maria Eduarda, and Jesse. The topic from today is how to be alone with your thoughts. But before we start, for those who don't know what we are doing here and what is Talk and Talk, so just a short explanation. Talk and Talk is a language conversation platform, and here you can find the conversations in English, Spanish, French, Italian, and Mandarin also. Just to clarify, guys, I'm not a teacher. We are not here to talk about grammar. We are here just to speak in English. So you don't need to worry about anything. You don't need to feel afraid about your mistakes because here we are just to practice and learn new words from the other's way to speak and try to put what we study in practice. It is like a natural environment when you just speak in English. Of course, sometimes we have some things that we forgot, but let's try to enjoy this moment, okay? And at the beginning, we always start with the self-presentation from each other. So as I know Maria Eduarda for a period and Jesse, I would like Bruna. Could you please introduce yourself, please?
I'm Bruna. I'm from Rio de Janeiro. I'm 31 years old. And in my spare time, I like to go for a walk, unwind, and have this contact with nature. And reading is definitely my cup of tea. And my aim in Talk and Talk is to exchange ideas and level up my English skills.
Oh, nice, nice, excellent. Do you like to read? So you are obsessed with read.
Yeah, a lot.
Me too, but we can talk about this later. Thank you, Bruna. Now, how about you, Maria? Could you please?
Hello, I'm Maria. I'm 27. Right, I'm from Paraguaçu, and right now I'm here. Is a really small city in São Paulo State. I work with brand and data analysis, and right now I don't have a specific hobby, but in the last weeks I returned to read some books. So right now I'm focused on reading, but sometimes I focus on watching TV series or learning something to cook.
Oh, nice. Welcome aboard, Maria. Hi, Yanka. How are you doing?
Hello, Camila. Hello, guys. Good evening.
Hello. Good evening. I put the questions for you in the chat, okay?
Thank you.
Could you enjoy and try to introduce yourself? Oh,
Yeah,
we have a cat here again.
yes, Mariana. She's very communicative. Well, good evening, guys. My name is Bianca. I am 28 years old. I'm living in São Roque with my family. One cat and two dogs. It's a big family in here. Um, I am a demographer. It's a merge. In my case, it's a merge of sociology and data analysis, but populational data. And I'm not from IT, but it's more or less like this. And my goal with English is now trying to give some classes in English and develop concepts, some concepts more uh, difficult, I think, to explain sometimes, mainly from sociology. So I'm really trying to do that. And well, I think it's this for now.
Nice, nice. Thank you, Yanka. So, guys, Yanka, it's a host here at the platform. So, if you want to share your schedule, Yanka, feel free.
Yes, thank you. I am being a host in immersions of English and Spanish. Spanish on Tuesday at 21 p.m. Oh, at 9 p.m. and Tuesday English at 7 a.m. And yeah, I'm bringing some teams from Enem. And always
Oh,
when we see the team from Enem, we think, oh, it's so easy. So, well, let's see if it is to talk in English about it. But I'm trying to
to do this in a easy way, in a funny way too, because some are very difficult to discuss, but I'm trying to make it easy.
Nice, nice, excellent. Thank you, Yanka. And how about you, Jesse? Could you please?
Yes. Hi guys. My name is Jessé. I live in south of Brazil, in a small city called Novo Hamburgo. I live with my wife, and I work as a data engineering. In my free time, I like go to the gym, watch some movies. I don't like run, but I need run. And that's all about me.
Nice. Welcome aboard, Jesse. It's good to see you here. So, guys, my name is Camila. I think I know Yanka, Maria, and Jesse, but Bruna is the first time with me. So, I am Camila. I am 4 years old. I live in São Paulo, the capital. I've been here in Talk and Talk since April 24, and I decided to become a host in July just to develop other things, not only English, but of course to be in touch with the language because for me it's the only way to improve and to get vocabulary and to learn different things. I work as an accountant in an energy company. And I use English almost every day there. So, because of this, I need to improve really fast. And of course, I love to study English. I love to read. This year, I decided to read the classics books, so not only in Portuguese, but the other in general. So I am in this journey to try to learn different things and different books, and of course, English as always. So, guys, let's move on. As I said before, the topic from this immersion is how to be alone with your thoughts. I don't know if you suffer with that or if you are okay with that. So, Jessica, could you please read the question number 2 and answer?
Yes. What is your opinion on the concept of thinking for pleasure? Well, things is a necessity. You need to think about the things, and but sometimes you just do your things, and you don't have time for think deeply about something. So I think this is very important to plan to do the the things better, and in some cases you need to take a rest for think better.
Nice. Do you use this? Do you try to do this or not? Do you avoid this?
Yes, I try sometimes. Last week actually I had one day that my brain was terrible. I can't think about the things. I only want to take a rest, and I take my car and take the street only for think about the life and
Oh,
what I need
nice.
to improve in my routine in my day.
Wow, excellent. Thank you, Jesse. And how about you, Maria?
I think it's important, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's difficult because, in my case, for example, I try not to think about learn all the things relation to my job because all the time I just thinking, oh, I need to learn something new for my job. Oh, this is a topic I need to read because of my job. And I forgot to do things that I just like because I like it. It's not relation to money or nothing. So it's important, but it's difficult. And when I was thinking about what I want to do this year, I put that in one weekend. I always do nothing. So once time in a month, I do nothing in one weekend. So I don't know if I can do that, but it's something that I want to do during this year.
Oh, nice, nice. But do you like this? I don't know, this feeling about being with yourself and thinking or don't think?
I like it. I think it's
Yeah.
important because we need to understand our thoughts and our feelings. And it's not like I don't need anyone, I don't want to talk to anyone, but we need to take a time to ourselves and thinking and do the things in our own time and relaxing.
Yeah, nice. I just as said about run, and I don't used to run, but sometimes I decide to go for a walk when I cannot think clearly. I decide to go for a walk, and then suddenly I can have ideas or I can think better about my life. So this I use this a lot in common. I think it's really important. Thank you, Maria. And how about you, Bruna?
I'm a introvert person, so I like to think a lot with myself. And from my perspective, that's the way that I can see the bigger picture sometimes. And
Mhm.
the other way, I can see the details, the things more thoroughly. And in general, I can think more clearly in this way. I can discuss something in my mind. I can rethink something. Um, Maybe I can create a new approach for this problem solving, this problem in the workplace. But everything life has a downside, and you have to set some boundaries, because when you go home, you need to unplug the workplace. If you're not, you can you can start to think all things, all the kind of actions or assignments or whatever in the work with your colleagues, and you like discuss with yourself. And sometimes it can be really stressful. So if you can manage these thoughts, I like to thought about something that I saw in the TV, or something that I read. It's okay, but you need to set some boundaries, because it can certainly can damage your mental health sometimes if you not manage correctly.
Yes, I was wondering here, sometimes we spend more time thinking about the other's life instead of
Yeah.
thinking about our problems. So I think it's normal. We decide to do that because it's easier to think about the others, right? So it's like, oh, let's try to find out, I don't know, a solution from the others because we don't want to think about our problems. So I suffer with that. Thank you, Bruna. And how about you, Yanka? Do you have this problem or not?
Yeah, sometimes I do this. It's easy sometimes to think about the other problem. Like you are right. But the concept of thinking for pleasure, usually I take a time to think when my head is a chaos, a total chaos,
Mm.
when I have constantly the same feeling that I am in the space and the things are floating in the air, and I pick something, put in the right place, then I turn to pick another thing and put the right place, and when I return, the other thing is floating again, I have this sensation in my mind sometimes that I can't put the things in the right place. So when this occur, I have to stop, to sit, to take a time, to put my thought in the paper, and to really take a time to organize the things in my mind and do not get anxious about these things and about this feeling. So it's not for pleasure, it's for necessity, as you just said. But sometimes we have to do this because, and mainly to me, put in the paper, because if I live just in my mind, I get very stressed and I can't see a solution for the problem. So I have to put in the paper and to plan how to deal with the things sometimes. And it's not just about jobs, sometimes it's about relationships that
Life
I
in
have
general,
with
right?
my friends. Yes, healthy, a lot of things. Sometimes we have to plan.
Yes, I suffer a lot sometimes thinking about everything in the same time, in the same moment. I decide to try to solve my life. So I try to solve my problem, my families and everything, and then I need to stop and try to solve once. because it's really, really hard when you're overthinking about everything. This make us like a totally crazy idea. Thank you, Yanka. Bruna, your turn. Do you want to read the question number 3 and answer, please?
Have you ever spent time alone just to enjoy your thoughts? If so, what was your experience like? I spend a lot of time with my thoughts,
Yeah.
and sometimes I can share, but I tend to choose when I'm going to share these thoughts or if I'm not going to share this. Depends the person, depends the situation, depends the where am I. And I think, like I said, I really enjoy sometimes to be with my thoughts. I can see things more clear in my life too. In this way, I can elaborate more. I can come up with some solution, or sometimes it's a simple thing. Like I said, I like to read, and I read some books, and I discuss with myself, oh, this thing that happens, oh, some series I can discuss, I can think, I search. And but I like I think you need to be more not to be stuck always in your own thoughts,
Mhm.
in depth, because we need to talk to each other. We need to pay attention to the other people. We need to share with the other people, to work together, to team up with these other persons in your family, in your work. And you need to find a balance in these thoughts moments. Sometimes it's really comfort. You go outside and to be with your thoughts, but you really need to stay with these people. It's important to have this exchange of the ideas, this interaction with the
Mhm.
others too.
Yes, I totally agree. How old are you, Bruna? Sorry, I forgot.
31.
31. Okay. Do you think this is related to maturity or not? You were always like that.
Maybe I always like that. I sometimes I when I was a child, I was more extrovert, but
Yeah,
when I
okay.
grew up, I tried to become more introvert person. So I analyze sometimes, and I think, no, I'm not gonna say this because of that. I can keep to myself. Or sometimes, no, I think it's okay. I can share this with the other person. I tend to analyze more the environment, the people when I'm with, or what I'm gonna say, because sometimes we can regret with your what we gonna say for the other people. I tend to
Yeah.
analyze more. I'm like a methodical person. I tend to analyze more, and I think for this reason I became more with my thoughts.
Nice. Excellent. Thank you, Bruna. And how about you, Maria? Do you like to spend time alone or do you prefer to talk with the others, to share ideas or a balance maybe?
I like a balance, but depends on the mood because in some moments I like to see my friends and talk about everything and blah blah blah. But I have some moments that I don't want to see anybody. I just want to think about my thoughts, being alone, and like I need space. I don't want to touch anybody. But it's not always like that. I think it's a balance. Depends on what's happening in my life. If I have so much things to go to relearn, I don't know, or to deal with. But I enjoy to stay alone and thinking. Sometimes when I have too much thoughts in my mind, I like to go to take a shower.
Oh,
And
me too.
I know it's not good for the planet, but it's good for me sometimes. So I use this this
I
action.
have the same problem when I am not feeling well. I need a shower. I don't know if I
Yeah,
need to cry or I need to make a
just the
environment.
water.
Yes. I hope the water can take me everything bad.
Yeah, everything back is going to the away.
Yes, I have the same. Nice. Thank you, Maria. And how about you, Jesse?
Well, in my case, the last year I put first gear in my car and only do my tasks because think is good, but in my case, when I start thinking about something, uh, I can't finish the thoughts, so is really difficult. But uh, in my case, in this moment and the last year and this year, I have a clear plan and I need just follow the plan, so I try think less than, because I think the next year is a better time for think about the rest of my life, but this year I need to do that I have to do.
Nice, nice. I think I do this when maybe on December, I guess, the last month, and then I think it's important to try this every month. Maybe try to think about life. And last month, I was really, I don't know, profound with my thoughts, thinking about the year and everything. And then when this year start, I tried, oh, I will change this, that. But I was thinking alone about my life and everything. And I think this feeling, I would like to maintain this feeling during the year, trying to make a balance. And I know it's really hard. Sometimes we forgot about the resolutions or what do you want to change, and then you go through the year, and then last December you try, and then next December you think again what I would like to change, and then I think it's like a circle. For me, it's really important to have this moment to think, and this is the only way to make us realize what we need to maintain or not in life, I guess, guys. I don't know, just speaking about my life here. Let's move on. Yanka, your turn. Can you read the question number 4? It's a good question. Oh,
Yes. In your opinion, can think for pleasure improve your mental health? Think for pleasure. I don't know. I don't think so. I really don't think so. Because overthinking, usually it's the opposite of mental health sometimes, I think. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. But about the last question, I agree with you. There is a moment that I like to think, really like to think it's the end of the year when I make this balance about what I did right and what I did wrong and what I want to improve. And I like this moment. I really take a time to think and to have hope sometimes that I can
yeah.
change, that I have this new cycle, that I can do a lot of things. And you asked about how to maintain this. I try. I'm not well succeed sometimes, but I try in my birthday because it's a new
Oh,
cycle
yeah.
again,
Yeah.
and I see it as a opportunity again. Oh my God, I froze.
No, are you? Oh, gosh.
Yeah, are you listening to me now? I'm sorry, I froze.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
So birthday, and I will be polemic now, but Mondays too, because if your last week it was a shit, you have a new week ahead to do right, to change the
Mm,
thing, to have a new opportunities. I like Mondays. I don't like Sundays because it's the end and so on, but Mondays I try to see as a new opportunity to make right. So
okay.
maybe dealing with Mondays in this way, you can have this impulse to go to your objectives and to maintain your objectives. Sometimes I'm trying to do that.
Okay, this was my next question. So you don't spend your Sunday thinking about the next Monday, right? So you're just thinking on Monday and enjoy your Sunday, right?
I take a rest. I work on Sunday, so I plan to my
Oh,
next week to. I like
okay.
to plan and to have the control, I think.
Oh, nice, nice, excellent. I suffer of Mondays. I don't know. I hate Mondays, something like this, because I wake up really lazy and I try to start my week really bad. I know this is not a good way, because this make the Monday so wait, I guess. And I would like to wake up early on Monday and try to energize my week, But maybe that this year, guys, I will try a lot of new things. Thank you, Yanka. And how about you, Maria? Do you believe in this thinking for pleasure? It's really true. This really exists or not? This is like a
I don't know. As Yanka said, overthink is a problem because you just stay and think. You don't take actions or make something different. You like frozen and just thinking. But I don't know so much about thinking for pleasure because I know there's in the next question we talk about it, like meditation and mindfulness. So there are a lot of people that do something similar to that, but it's a practice, and I don't have this practice, so I don't know
Mhm.
how to thinking for pleasure. But I know that control your thoughts and your feelings is excellent for mental health.
Nice, nice. I think is the most important thing nowadays to control emotional and other things like to try to maintain your thoughts. This is for me, it's like really difficult nowadays. And you said about meditation. I put here silent retreat is like retiro de silêncio years ago, and was like for me can be thinking for pleasure this moment, because I was there for a weekend and I couldn't speak with anymore. And I was with a friend, and she was like just choosing, changing eyes, looking at it to each other, but we cannot speak anything. So it was great. I would like to try again, because I know was really awesome for me was in the pandemic time. So can you imagine, it was really intense, but I think it's like it's necessary to calm down the waters, the brave waters, and to calm down and can see everything. So nice. Thank you, Maria. And how about you, Bruna? Do you like this concept? I know you like it, but do you enjoy this, or do you do this for obligation?
I would say depends the inner voice depends of your mindset. If you are
Okay.
a person with high standards, you tend to criticize yourself, and in this way, these thoughts can be really harsh, and can be really difficult to overcome, and
Mm-hmm.
can sometimes get you stuck, and maybe you can shape your mindset. And I think I would say every day in I if I'm not mistaken, every minute we tend to think something, to judge some color of the objects, some books, some
Yeah.
advertisement we see in the TV, all kinds of things. We need to think about something. Sometimes we didn't even notice, but it's pop our heads, and I maybe this thoughtful think is more profound. And when you tend really to put your mind in something, you need to know, oh no, I can, I don't know, can see the nature. I like to see the nature, and when I go for a walk and see the nature, I try to think about the color of the tree, about the birds, about the how this environment can be healthy for me. I feel good in this environment, and I try to think about it and unplug the other subjects, the work subjects. I try to set these boundaries. In this way, maybe it's good and maybe it's intentional. Or is sometimes when you just sit and do nothing. So just see something, and automatic your mind try to put some words, to judge something, to construct some phrases, and we even know it's natural. And in this way, I think it's not necessarily intentional, but sometimes can be good or not. And maybe you we have this power to shape our mind, to change our mind in the construction way.
Yes, I agree. I remember you said about change your mind and everything. I had a course about meditation, and I need to, in this course, I need to look at the clouds and trying to find different shapes, but for 1 hour, for example. And could you imagine? I was there looking at the clouds and try to find a shape and just to breathe and forgot everything. So it was for me really difficult. But in the end of the course, I was a different person. I know this is like a, I don't know, me story, but it was really good for me in that time. Was in the pandemic, so I was like a calm person in the pandemic times. Totally the opposite right now. Thank you, Bruna. And how was it for you, Jose? I know you are married, right?
Yes.
I have a specific question for you. Do you think this thinking for pleasure in a relationship is okay or not? Do you think you can have this moment for yourself to think or not? Do you agree with that?
Yes, I agree. I believe in laws of attraction. So this, I think, if you think deeply and you believe that you can achieve your dreams. So uh, I believe the brain is like a weapon, a
Okay.
better weapon that you can have, but you need to know how you can use the brain for good things, because sometimes the brain can play against you, so it's dangerous too. But I believe you can use for thinking good things and a good future with in your relationship or what else.
Yeah, nice, nice. Sometimes it's difficult to have this moment into a relationship, right? To take a moment to think. I don't know how long it's your relationship, but in my case, when we have a time to think, it's like, oh, why are you so strange? Why are you so quiet? And then it's like, oh, just thinking. I'm just thinking
Yeah,
about my life.
yeah, I like to wake up very early because it's
Ah,
only me, and I can I like to listen Carla Bruni, it's
no.
a song,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's a calm song in
Oh,
French,
nice.
and I can think better, and I just put in my computer, or sometimes I like to put in YouTube, Study with Me. It's
Oh, I love
only
it.
a song, and you can think about the things. It's a good time for thinking.
Oh, nice, excellent, nice. It's good to know. Study with me. I love it to try to watching the others study like you are. Excellent. Thank you, Jose. Guys, let's jump into the question number 6. I think the 5 is almost the same that the other. So, Maria, could you read the answer, please?
Yes. Have you ever used mindfulness or meditation techniques to enhance your thinking process? I tried to do that in the pandemic, and in the
Oh,
pandemic, I was really doing this every day. But when the pandemic ended and I was able to go out and talk to other persons, I lost this habit. But I have, it's not meditation, but it's something similar that I breathe 10 times. I breathe deeply 10 times before some meeting or something important, because I focus in these thoughts and what I need to do, because I change my subject so fast during the day. So I was answer some email, then I answer some WhatsApp. So I was editing some presentation. So it's a lot of topics at the same time. So when I need to do some meeting, some presentation, I I sometimes I did briefly 10 times and I start and do this my task. This helped me because I focus and I don't know something in brief. There's something brief that helped me to concentrate. It's not a meditation, a full meditation, but
Mhm.
it's good for me.
It's like a brief, a technical brief, something like this, right? You need
Yes.
to try something. When I have a, as you said, an important presentation, I used to do the same and try to calm down, Camila. Everything okay? Just breathe, relax, and then I go, and everything is like a okay. But if you don't try, your mind's like fighting inside, and then I think it's important. Nice. Thank you, Maria. And how about you, Yaka? Have you ever tried or used it, something like this?
Mm, Sorry, I'm sorry, Camila. I lose the question.
Question number 6. Have you ever used mindfulness or meditation techniques to enhance your thinking process?
No, I never have used. I try
Oh,
meditation, but I try more auto-hypnosis because
really?
yes, because I thought that it was more powerful and so on, but it's a lie. It's not more powerful than meditation.
Oh my
I
gosh.
think that auto-hypnosis just make you imagine scenarios. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like if you are insecure, you imagine that you are entering in a room and picking object that represent your insecurity and putting in a box or destroying or so on. I think that they try to guide you to imagining scenarios and solving that problem sometimes, you know.
Okay.
And but in the beginning, we usually do a meditation thing, thinking about our breathing and so on, and then we start to imagine these scenarios, but I stopped to do that. I should return because it was really nice when I was trying, mainly when I was trying to sleep fast. It helped me to do that, but I stopped it. But yeah, I tried meditation, but I went to auto-hypnosis thing stuff.
My gosh, I need to try this. Nice. I had some meditation techniques like a Supergirl position, I guess, and then you need to think you are really, I don't know, brave and everything. And I was like, oh my gosh, I hope no one can see me here. So I was like, don't believe in myself. But I think it's totally important. I love it, and I would like to be the same person as I years ago because I know I can, in that moment, I could think clearly about my life, thinking about my choices in a different way. Nowadays, I guess we are always interrupted for something or someone. And then, as I said, we decide to help the others or think about the other instead of thinking about our life. So I suffer a lot with that. Like, oh, I have a problem, but I need to solve the others, and then I forgot mine, and then I goes and life goes on, and then I forgot my things. So nice, Yanka. And how about you, Bruna? Do you like this mindfulness meditation or other techniques?
Actually, I've never tried, but in the work, sometimes it's very hustle bustle, it's very agitated, and some as everybody talk at the same time, or a lot of demands, a lot of subjects to pop up in the moment, and I try to prioritize some tasks. I try to focus and prioritize, even in the computer or in the notes that I'm writing, and it's just organize my mind like a drawer. You have a lot of drawers and you need to organize. You put some papers in the drawers, close others, open others, and I try to focus when I'm doing. So if many people are talking, it's happened. Many people talking and other subjects that doesn't matter in this contest, in the work contest. I try to shut everything focus when I'm doing. So sometimes I don't even pay attention because I really need to concentrate what I'm writing, what I'm reading. Because if I not concentrate, I try. I need to read it again and again, and I don't grasp this concept. I don't grasp this understand the reading. So I don't actually do some kind of meditation or breathing. I try to calm myself. I try to focus. That's it. I don't say any word. I don't know if in the meditation, I really don't know if you don't think about any as I don't think anything. I don't know if that's it, the concept of the meditation, because if you don't think about anything, you think about something. I don't know if that's the concept, but I try only stay focused independent of the surroundings.
Nice, nice, excellent, excellent. I think when I decide to do that, it's like I don't want to thinking about my problems, and then I take a moment just to, I don't know, just live in a normal, I don't know, don't feel so much excited about anything because we are suffering about anxiety, and I think this is a big problem nowadays, even the kids or teenagers. So it's like really hard to take a moment just to think about other things. So
It's to be
thank
a
you.
present in the moment.
Yes, excellent, excellent.
Actually, in the Netflix has a series about the mindfulness. It's kind of comic series about the guy, and they do and get into a lot of trouble, but it's just some lessons about this mindfulness, and the mentors is explain all this kind of the the text, the things they have to do to achieve this mindfulness. It's like
Nice.
it's a funny comedy, but you can understand the concept in this way.
Nice, excellent. I think in Netflix there is a series that makes you have a meditation in English. So I decided to do that just to practice
I don't
English.
know. Yeah.
Follow the yes. I will search the name and put here, guys. Thank you, Bruna. And how was it for you, Jesse? I know you like the laws of attraction and everything. So do you think it is a kind of meditation or not? Totally different.
No, in my case, it's different. I have
Mm-hmm.
difficult for meditation because I'm anxious, and I try it a lot of times, but I can't do that. Uh, Last year, I tried something different. I was watching videos in YouTube, and I find monk mode. Uh, I don't know if you hear about that. Monk mode is like a period in the year or in your life that you can use for improve yourself, and meditation is one of these the activities that you can use for improve yourself. So I tried to do that for during 3 months, but in the first week I give up because meditation specifically is very difficult for me. And I tried to do in different time for the day, like 5 a.m, after 10 p.m, and I can't do that. I know. I think it's a problem. It's my problem because my brain works different in uh, in the period of the year, and sometimes I have a lot of tasks for to do, and I don't can to spend my time meditation. So it's difficult, but I think it's important to have the like 10 minutes per day for meditation.
Yeah, I know this is not related to meditation, guys, but I heard that if you wake up and avoid to get your phone, the first thing you do is get your phone. This helps a lot. And I remember when I wake up today, I just wake up and get my phone. And then at the same moment, I realize Mm, I cannot avoid this feeling, and that I know this is a big problem. If I wake up, I need to take a moment, take my coffee instead of look my cell phone. I love Twitter or X, and when I wake up, I go to look at some, I don't know, memes on Twitter. This doesn't make sense and doesn't help me. So I suffer a lot with that. Do you use that? Just said, do you try to wake up and get your phone or not?
No, I exclude all social medias that in my
Oh,
phone. I have only LinkedIn because it's necessary, but the
yeah.
others I don't have. And I wake up, I only see the clock and go to make coffee. And after that, I eat. I started my study.
Excellent, just say. I already told you you need to have a course on Hotmart and sell to us because we need it. Thank you, just say. Excellent. And how about you, Maria? Do you have this habit or not?
I try not to look my cell phone when I wake
Yeah.
up, but it's difficult. Some days I just, oh my God, is that time already? I and start to look some messages, but I
Yeah.
try. It's not every day that I'm able to do that, but I try.
Do you think this makes you more, I don't know, excited during the day or not? This
Yes,
like a
because you wake up and you even feel thought about you just start
yeah.
to look at social media and other people's lives, and you don't take water, you don't go to the bathroom, just look at about other people's lives. So I don't think it's healthy.
Yes, for sure. Or you are doing your things, look at the cell phone. So I'm
Yes,
gonna
you
brush my
don't,
teeth.
you we're not at the moment, we are spend so much attention in many tasks at the time.
Yes, and I think this is gonna be worst. I don't see some improvement for that things. I don't see. I'm hopeless. Thank you, Maria. And how about you, Yanka? Do you have this habit or do you try to be in your immersion at 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. instead of
I
look your cell phone?
Yes, I try, but I think that in this group I am the worst. But I don't know how to stay with my mind, with my thoughts. So I put something just to do not think. So I
Mm,
just wake, I just not wake up. I just stand, só levanto.
stand
When I
up?
stand up, things. I just stand up when I put something on YouTube to listening, you know.
Okay,
Usually in
okay.
English, usually something that I have fun and so on, but I just stand up when I put something, I look the cell phone, I look social media and so on, and I put something, I get late too because of that. And
Yeah.
oh my God. And I put something on YouTube to listen and then I go to prepare my coffee and do the other things, but it's very common. I do not stay in silence. I put some
Mhm.
podcast, I put some video on YouTube, I put anything just to do not think, to do not stay
Okay.
alone with my mind.
So you avoid yourself, like, oh no, no, no.
Yeah, oh, shut up, shut up.
Yeah. Let me wake up first. Like, no, no, no. Nice. Thank you, Yanka. And how about you, Bruna? Do you have this habit or do you avoid these things in the morning?
I get up really early and I have some minutes to do everything, so
Oh,
I don't have time to grab my phone and see a search for anything. I just let it be and go and do whatever I need to do and go out for work. I don't have time. Sometimes in the vacation, if I wake up really early, I tend to grab my cell phone and see something, but I need to put the cell phone outside and put some music in the Spotify in whatever platform and do other things to take a breakfast and house cleaning, whatever I'm going to do in the vacation. But I don't have this habit to read so much social medias in the morning. except when I'm really search for something, when I have some time, not when I go out for work, when I have some time and I need to do in the professional way. I need to search for something specific in the professional platform. But I don't recommend. It's not really good. I do this sometimes, but I don't recommend.
Yes, I know this is so harmful for ourselves, for myself at least, because I did it today in the morning, and then I realized that I was doing something wrong, and I still try to maintain like, oh, I cannot control myself. So I need to change it. So, guys, I don't think we have time, more time for another question, but I put the link here from the survey, and I'm gonna give you a short explanation about this. You can share your opinion if you like it or if you dislike it, this conversation. And please be honest, open your heart because these make us improve the platform, and this is about my improvement too. So do not feel afraid about anything. It's totally anonymous, and you can share your ideas. You can bring ideas for other topics that you want to discuss in the future. So don't feel shame or afraid about anything. Just open your heart and share your opinion. Was totally anonymous, and no one can see your answer or be related to yourself. And as is Bruna, your first time, I would like to ask you, how was it? Was difficult? Was okay? Was like, oh, that's okay. I don't know. What
Oh,
do you
I
want to
really
say?
enjoy this subject. It's a really thoughtful questions and some more easy, some more difficult, but I think in general it's really enjoy because you need to actually think about it to answer these questions. It's really like I really like this immersion.
Ah, it's excellent. I like to discuss these deeply topics because makes me realize about my life and everything. So I think it's important. It's a moment that we can learn it from the others. As I said before, this platform makes me um, realize a lot of things, like the way that I am living, or I don't know, the way that the others live. And just as said something important about LinkedIn and other things, and I forgot to say at the beginning, feel free to share your LinkedIn profile here in the immersions because this makes you create an environment, and you can maybe find another job, or I don't know, you can have a great conversation with the other, find a partner, or I don't know, build a company. So do not feel afraid about this. Enjoy this moment and enjoy this platform a lot because makes you, I don't know, have a great connection. So do not worry about that, guys. Share your LinkedIn profile. Feel free for that. And I don't know if you have more time, people, but do you want to add something, Maria? I know you were out of the platform for a period. Did you like it? This was difficult or not?
I really enjoyed this team, and it was something that I thought about it in December because of it's a new year. I need to think
Yeah.
about myself. So as I said before, I will try to take one weekend in a month to do nothing, just enjoy myself. I know it's difficult because I'm doing post graduation. I have to study English. I have to do things in my house. So I try because we need to prioritize our feelings, and I will try. Let me see if it's good for my mental health and it's good for my creativity.
Let's see during the year, right? I
Yes.
remember a quote, if you don't prioritize your life, someone is doing this. So I would like to finish this immersion with this. But please, you don't need to think too much about that. Okay, guys? Thank you very much for coming. I know some people here is the first time from 2025 that I've been seeing. So happy new year for you guys. And I hope see you soon here in the platform or another immersion. So have a good night, guys. Thank